Sleepy Artist here, back off of a hiatus of talking about the Knicks. We got a lot of drama going on, and this video has been requested by JD Sports. He wanted my opinion on it, and I'm going to give you my opinion on the Julius Randle versus the fans, and my 2 cents on what everything is going on right now. Let's just get into it. So, Knicks versus Celtics. During the third quarter or so, fans started to boo. Julius Randle took it personally, gave everybody a thumbs down. Reporters after the game asked him, what was the thumbs down for? Told them, he's just telling them to shut the family up, right? So he tells the fans, shut the family up, and this started a debate on Knicks Fan TV between Ashley and Nicole Moss and the guy that they, whatever his name is, that hosts Knicks Fan TV. Imitation CP. So Imitation CP and Ashley Moss got into this verbal back and forth. So, and this is Ashley's argument.
Oh, you want to call him trash, you want to call him this, you want to call him that. You don't think that he hears those things? You don't think that in MSG he hears the names people are calling him? You don't think he's scrolling through timelines and seeing what people are saying about him?
But, however, we don't boo you if you giving it your all. We booing you if you playing lazy, if you're not playing up to your potential. If you're spinning around, turning the ball over when you should be giving it up to your point guard.
The Knicks, because they're so confused about how to be a sports fan. They just don't get it. No one wants to go into a building knowing if they miss 3 shots they're gonna get booed. No one. That is not how. Like, you would never hear Golden State boo Steph Curry or Klay Thompson. Getting booed at home, in reality, is you don't like me. So how Ben Simmons feels in Philly is how every player feels in New York when you actually start booing.
Yeah. We don't boo you for no reason.
You're not helping the team get their morale up to go ahead and go on a run like we saw. You know, people underestimate what cheers do. People underestimate what support from the crowd does. That's what the whole concept of home court advantage is. 1, because you're familiar with the court, but 2, the fans are there to support you. If you're going to be out there booing them all the time, then what the hell am I playing at home for?
Now, we have to understand something. Fans versus players is nothing new. One thing we have to remember is that these men are still men.
Hey, watch your mouth, woman! No, just don't do that.
So, when I missed the first free throw and made the second, I'm running back and the fan has both of his middle fingers up and said, fuck you, bitch, 3 times. So then the timeout goes and I go in the stands to confront him. I say, don't be disrespectful. That calm. Be a man. I'm a man before anything.
You see, it's easy for somebody to say, oh, they paid their ticket, it's part of the game, they're allowed to boo. Keep that same energy if you're 5 feet away from the guy in the middle of the streets. I bet you ain't booing them. If you're a Knicks fan watching this, and you boo at games, let's remember something, right? You have imaginary rights. You think in your brain that you booing them is supposed to cheer them on. There might be truth to it. There might not be truth to it. From what I've been seeing as a Knicks fan and been a Knicks fan for over 35 years, I think it does more harm than good, especially in this era where you don't have guys who are workmen like they were before. We didn't have social media when it came to back in the day, Patrick Ewing in the 90s Knicks or the 2000 era Knicks, whatever. You had the papers, okay? And you had ESPN, you get it. But you have Twitter Everybody has a Twitter account. All these players have a Twitter account. All these players have Instagram accounts and so forth and so on. They are constantly bombarded by insults. I remember here in Atlanta, Michael Vick gave the fans the middle finger. The thing is that men are still men. So for them to react in a way that they're standing up for themselves, standing up for their family, it is human nature. Where is it where fans can't show some respect to a father and a husband, okay? Just because you paid a ticket. If you paid a ticket to a movie, do you boo the movie? When you buy the NBA ticket, do you boo in your living room? No, you don't. You wanna know why? Because you boo because that person is in the same arena as you. Security is protecting you from that player 95% of the time. If buying a ticket is your only excuse, it's like a guy taking out a girl on an expensive date and she's not giving him a kiss at the end of the date or something more than that, right? And he gets all butthurt. Oh, I paid for this and that. You were supposed to perform for me. It's going into a situation with expectations. See, me, I'm indifferent with the Knicks. I feel like I'm the only fan that sees that this team is going nowhere. And I've felt that way for the last 25 years. Going absolutely nowhere. Look at the roster that we have. Look at how they've been performing. Look at our two quote-unquote stars. What the Knicks have is a mediocre team. So with a mediocre team, this calls for, you know what? Indifference. Not love, not hate, indifference. And so it's like, you know, fans, this entitlement, you ain't entitled to nothing. I'm sorry, we are not. You know, I watch, you know, NBA package, you know what I'm saying, right here. And, you know, I'm not entitled. I could unsubscribe for my own mental health. You know? If your mental health is so bad, and here's the thing, right? Booing. I always thought booing was so freaking lame. And I went to Knicks games where they had Howard Isley and Clarence Witherspoon, right? And I remember going to a game, they were playing the Sixers. Allen Iverson was playing. Knicks were up by like 15 and then lost by 15, basically. And look, we gotta face this, Knicks fans. Y'all fragile as hell. I've been a Knicks fan for 36 years, right? Going on 36 years, I've been a Knicks fan. I've seen it all. And when I look at this team, I see that there's nothing that I'm gonna put my emotions into. I'm sorry, right? And that's not saying that you don't have a right to boo. I'm just saying it's corny as hell. It's just, it is what it is. I'm get mad, whatever. It's corny as hell.
You know, so it's one of those things is the New York's biggest rival is New York fans. That's their biggest rival. If those two can actually figure out how to coexist in the same building, it'd be hard. So
I hope Julius Randle has a better year than he's having. What he did was stupid. But as a man, he was in his right to do what he felt like doing, you know, when he's tired of being tired. He's human. You know, a lot of players in the NBA, our greatest players, have clapped back at fans, and it is what it is. Maybe most of the time their own fans, but we didn't see it. You know what I'm saying? We haven't heard of it or whatever, but trust me, it's happened. It's always happening. These are grown men and they should be treated as such. I have no problem with what he did. If fans want to boo, go ahead, but I still think it's corny. And I think as a fan base, the Knicks fan base, you have fans who represent the Knicks very well, and you have fans that represent the Knicks very badly, right? Just go on Knicks Twitter and you'll see, you know what I'm saying? And that's my 2 cents. Go Knicks, CP the artist. Remember to like and subscribe. Like and subscribe, even you freaking haters, right? Like and subscribe, even the haters.